Hi, this is the card we're going to be making today. Isn't it cute? This paper unfortunately is discontinued now that when I did the card it wasn't, but now that you're seeing the video, yeah, it's going to be, unfortunately. But if you have it, you can still use it, and if you don't, just pick a different DSP. No big deal. It's just that I wanted to do an autumn card. I have a lot of people that I want to give Thanksgiving cards to, so this is part of my Thanksgiving series of cards, but I thought it was cute. This is the new Fond of Autumn stamp set and bundle, and I'm using this stamp. But what is cool about the die set is it cuts it up individually. It cuts this apart from this, and this one apart from that. It is awesome. It's this right here. See how it cuts it all apart? I'm not going to get that right on top of it. I doubt it, but look at that. Look how cool that is. Maybe if I try it here. See? This is a little bit smaller than what it is in real life. It's 90%. But look at how awesome that is. It just makes it so easy to do this card that I'm going to do today. And I use the Autumn Wishes from here because I don't have a Happy Thanksgiving, but hey, it's gonna work. No big deal. So, get everything out. Well, hopefully, I don't lose things. But anyways, and I just stamped it. I did not color it. You could color it, no big deal. If you would like to color it, go right ahead. I just didn't want to spend the time and do that. I lost my rhinestone. I picked it off with my finger. I felt it. If I do it this way, I must not have put it down very well. There we go. So, what I used this gorgeous ribbon. It is called Gold Shimmer ribbon. Stunning. In real life, it's just stunning. And then I added the white crinkle ribbon around down the center, and it gives it a whole different look. It looks like a white ribbon with gold edging, and I just thought that looked beautiful with this card. You can just use the straight gold, whatever you want. It's not or you could use the crinkle, but I just like them in combination. I thought that was pretty cool to do it. And I just ran the runner down a little bit here and there. It's not all totally tacked down because you can see it right in here. It's not down. But once I put it around and glue it there, it's going to be just fine. So I'm going to put that over there for a minute, and I already did these ahead of time so I wouldn't have to waste your time doing that, because I will be doing the one in the center and showing you how I did it. So I'm put that aside. What have I got there? At the envelope. Okay, so I am just going to, this is the rose gold and rose gold 6x6 specialty paper, metallic specialty paper. You have to get all those words in there. But like I say, I put everything in the description. This is only one-sided. You can only use it on the one side, and it's gorgeous. So I'm just putting that down. And now I'm going to put this over top. So I'm gonna take it to the back and get out my Seal Plus, because it's such a good seal. It just glues it down really, really well. And try to do it as close to the middle as possible. Pull tight, it's down. Now, okay, I gotta bring this in because it's still got sticky down here, and I could, yeah, why don't I just do it to the card base? Might just as well. Let me see, there we go. Now what I did is I used the Daffodil Delight light and the Poppy Parade light on the flowers. This is Mint Macaron, and this is Poppy Parade Dark. And what I'm going to do, yeah, if I can find it, I know it was there. There it is. I stamp the Autumn Wishes on, this is 5/8 of an inch wide, so it's not very wide. But if you would like to just stamp it, and just in case you get it crooked, and then cut your 5/8 inch width, perfectly fine. I usually stamp it on a wider piece and cut it down because I just find it easier sometimes. And this is about 3 inches long, and I put a hole there with my pokey tool, just like that. But that's not big enough. But I wanted the hole where I wanted the hole so I could see it. So I brought in my Label Me Fancy punch, and it has this hole here. So I just put this over. Can you see that? You can see the hole. Punch it, and you've got a bigger hole. Another use for your punch. So then I'm going to fold this in half. I think it's 6 inches long, and I'm just sticking this through, and it really doesn't matter if it's a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. You're going to be cutting the extra off, and then you're going to be putting these 2 tails through this, and then you pull it tight. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this underneath there. Actually, I'm going to put that one. That's the one on top. This, your card will bend. So it's, see how it bends and makes it easy? And so now I'm just going to kind of hold it there and then tie this. Sorry if you can't see, but I'm just tying it on here. And then I'm going to do a second knot, just like that. And I want these up this way because I want you to be able to see them on this side. See how I've done that? Now I am going to show you all the different pieces. See, this is the one that came out of the center that I didn't use, but there's this piece and this piece and these 2 pieces, and it just all, see how nice and neatly it cuts it apart? You would never know that it was attached if you didn't know the stamp set. Like, I just found that so cool. And I will come along and I will use this, and sorry about that, just a reminder that I got a text. I will use this for another card. Don't know how I'm going to use it, but I will color it up and I can use it on another card, and there I have it. So what I did is I cut 2 of these out so that I would have 2 flowers. And what you could do if you don't want 2 of these and an extra 1 of these is you cut 1 out and then take and just stamp up this part and put the die on it and cut it out, and then you only have 1. You're not wasting this if you don't want it. I wanted it, so it's going to be great for me because I'll use it for something else. But you might not want it for something else. And then again, maybe later, if you see what I do, you might want it. Who knows? Now, I'm going around this, if I can get it up, because I want this, yeah, here, like that. Nope, I want it a little bit farther over. I'm getting it too far to the edge. I want it a little bit farther over so that I can see some gold on this side as well as gold on this side. There. So what do you think? That's kind of cool, eh? There. That's better. That's going to fit better. This is what I want. Now, I already put the dimensionals on because that I thought would save time, and then I don't have to figure out which one goes where, and for the dimensionals to fit in nicely. Where's that other one? It doesn't want to. There we go. Now I'm going to pull it tight, because now I've got it basically where I want it. And I'm going to put a dimensional on the bottom wishes. So stick that there, push it down, pull it off, and there. And you want to make sure that it's not sticking off your card. Now these are going to go underneath here, and they're just going to attach. They're not going to be glued down or like dimensionaled up, or yes they are. Sorry. They are dimensionaled up too. I changed my mind. A woman's prerogative is to change her mind. There we go. If I take my pokey tool, it's just so much easier and faster. But sometimes you forget and get carried away. There. So what do you think? It's kind of cool, isn't it? Now I will get my scissors. I hide my ribbon scissors because my granddaughter likes them, and she uses them for paper, and then they don't cut like they normally would. So unfortunately, I have to hide them anymore. Now what I'm going to do is take my rhinestones and my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to put a rhinestone in every flower center, and it just whoop, I guess I didn't want that to stay there too much. just take, there's six flowers. I've used all my little ones. So these are the medium-sized ones. There. It's it was still attached. When I went to put the lid on, I'm going, I think the rhinestone's still there. I'm gonna cut this down just a little bit more. There. Like that. Now I've got to put this aside. And what I did is I took my black Memento ink, which is what you need for when you're going to use the blends. The black Memento is the ink that you have to use for that. Okay, I did have it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh well. This is... Now what I'm going to do is put it up a little bit because I want to put this across the bottom. So I'm going to color this in, and then I'm going to put this across here, so some of this will disappear. So that's why I put it up a little bit more. Now get my black Memento ink, and like I said, you could color this in if you would like, but you don't have to. It's totally up to you what you do on the envelope, and on the inside for that matter. But I will show you. This is my light poppy red, and I'm just doing the details that the designer of the stamp set put in here. And I'm going to do all 3 flowers because it's just faster that way. I don't know what these kind of flowers are. If you know what kind of flowers these are, they have a funny little thing around here. It's almost like bubbles or seeds or something. It's just a little bit different. Now I'm just doing the edge where there's a little bit of detail, just to give it a little bit of more definition. Pretty easy, right? And now this is my light. So I usually do the centers at the same time with the poppy red, but I forgot, so I'll come back with it in a few minutes. So how's everybody doing today? What's the weather like at your place? Is it cooled down? It's a little bit cooler today here. It doesn't feel hot. I'm sure we don't have the air conditioning on. Now, what I did with this is the dark mint macaron. So I just did the detail that okay, there's nothing else there, that the designer put on. and I used my brush end. I found it was a little bit faster, and that's what I'm about, getting it done faster. Oh, I missed those. That's what it was. I thought there was something else. Honestly, I don't know why I'm doing those, because I think they're going to be covered up, but one never knows for sure. Now this is the dark poppy red, and that's for the berries. And there's only one berry there, so we are good to go. See, it didn't really take that much time at all. Is this a little bit long? Yes, it's a little bit long, so okay, I will have approximately. I don't want to have too much over the edge, because then I get glue all over myself. And you know how good with I am with doing that. Oh my word, I am gifted. Absolutely gifted in that department. There. And I'm just putting it down to make sure that it's even with this, and see, it's there. So I will get my scissors and cut the extra off. It's always easier to do it underneath, but sometimes to get it closer you need to do it up top. One never knows how close you're going to get it until you do it. It's just a little bit, yeah. Hardly anything, but it, you probably wouldn't see it, but I saw it. And I'm rather fussy. Are you fussy, or is it okay for you to let things not be perfect? I have a touch of perfectionism in me, and it drives me crazy. If I see it. If I don't see it, then it's perfectly okay, because I don't know it's there. But if I know it's there and I don't do anything about it, oh, it drives me crazy. That's why with knitting and crocheting, it takes me so long to do certain things, because I have to take them out if I see the slightest imperfection. Oh, it's terrible. I do blankets for my grandkids, and they have had to wait for their blankets a lot longer than normal, because I have to take them out and start over again. But then they get a blanket that looks so much better, and they were so happy with them, but it still took a long time. Oh well. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you spending time with me. If you like, could you hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe. If you would like any of these products, except for the Designer Series paper, you can go to my online store and purchase it there if you don't already have a demonstrator. But I just appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Bye now. Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card, as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share, as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached.